Hey there, my name is Brandon. I am the guitarist for the Dallas rock trio CALADIUM, and today I want to show you about our title track from our debut album. It's called Third Moon. When we went into the studio to write on this particular day, we were all coming short of ideas and having a little bit of writer's block. So Marshall, our drummer, had this novel idea saying, Brandon, just play something real simple, because we all know some of the greatest songs are the simplest. So I thought, what could be more simple than just picking two notes of a fifth, a power chord? So I started in the key of A minor, just the simplest of all keys, no sharps, no flats, and I played A5, C5, G5, and then I polished it off with a F to E. As to make the riff more entertaining, the second time around I would play the high F to E octave instead of the lower fifth as such. Our vocalist bassist at the time, Marshall's little brother Mason, added this little riff. And altogether this became the main riff of the song. Marshall and Mason began to conjure up words and melody for this riff, and it revolved around the theme of a third moon. I believe it was Mason that came up with it. It could have been Marshall, but they both began coming up with melodies to sing over this part, and so we were just playing this riff over and over. And so at a certain point I thought we should transition into a chorus part that had more of a different rhythm. So I thought one of the coolest things you could do in music, one of the easiest songwriting tricks, is move from the relative minor key to the relative major key. So for the chorus, I started playing these chords in C. So we go from A minor to C, and I played them just like this. And then Mason added this little riff. And then so the two parts of the song were born. And since Mason and Marshall were singing about like an interstellar kind of theme about a third moon, I thought it would be a good idea to go into our first verse with the concept of God chords. If you don't know what God chords are, there's different combinations, but the one that I like the most is a chord, a major chord that's a major third away from another major chord, which, if you know music theory, you know that in a key there is no major chord followed by another major chord, a major third apart. So it gives it this really cool kind of like interstellar vibe. So we leave the chorus going from F to E, and E is the fifth of A, so we land on A major for the verse, and then I shift down a major third to F major. second half of the verse, we let the A major chord hang out, and then we hit F major, the octave of it, and then go down another major third to C sharp major, and we get this really cool sound. Our current vocalist, Randall May, and bassist, came up with this amazing vocal melody for this part, and I just love it. He just came in one day and he had the lyrics written and the melody written, and it might be one of my favorite parts of the song.
Underneath the stars, our third moon has no reprieve. We've been doomed to repeat the past, but we did not receive.
So coming out of the verse, we had to transition back to the chorus part. So a lot of times in music, it's like the first thing you try just sounds amazing. So this is actually what we came up with for a transition part, and it's such a strong point in the song. So now we're cooking. We got a bunch of elements and components of this song that I just think sound great. We needed something like a bridge part of the song. So again, with the theory or the concept of just trying different chords in a key, since we did the intro in A minor and then the chorus in C major, I thought for the bridge we should do D Dorian, which is based on the minor 2 chord of the key of C. So we hit this bridge real hard with this D minor chord. We go D, F, A minor, G. Now this bridge part is pretty cool. I don't particularly care very much for reggae or ska, that upbeat, offbeat chord rhythm, because it's redundant. From beginning to end, you have a 4-minute song that has that rhythm like this. But for this section of the song, I thought it'd be cool just to have it real briefly, and it worked out perfect with the lyrical theme that Randall had written for this part about the third moon being a paradise. After all this, Marshall was gunning really hard for the first chorus of the song to not have any words. So you'll notice that it goes from intro into instrumental chorus. But we added a newsreel of Earth's newscasters talking about the calamity that was coming upon Earth, and so that's what you'll hear in the intro is me and Marshall and Randall taking turns reading the news headlines. And I drummed up this droning A note to kind of mimic like a interstellar radio signal or something.
Breaking news from planet Earth. Amid the societal collapse of nations, resources become more scarce. It appears that the saboteur cabal have gone underground.
So that pretty much sums up Third Moon. It's the only CALADIUM song without a guitar solo, but because of all the moving parts, it's actually one of the most difficult to play according to Randall and Marshall. Oh, and if you'll notice, Marshall sings the lead vocal in the chorus, which is really cool to see a drummer singing. Would like to see more of that. He's got a great voice. And then the bass line, of course, is moving a lot, so it's difficult for Randall to sing it and play it, but it's such a fun song, and we hope you really like it. It's available wherever you stream music, and we've got singles from our forthcoming sophomore album, Fall of Babylon, on streaming platforms now. We've got 4 singles out, so follow us. Hope you enjoy it, and we can't wait for this album to drop and to start playing some more shows.
You're left on